Hi, I'm Scott Coolidge, and this is Movie Review, the show that tells you about various aspects of the movie, like is there swearing? Do they say the Lord's name in vain? Is there sexual content, and how much? I will tell you whether I like the movie or not, but that's not really what this show's about. It's just to inform you so you know whether it's best to take you or your family to the show and if it's appropriate for you. Today we're looking at the movie Chappie, and that's directed by Neil Blomkamp. Now, Chappie takes place in the year 2016 in a city called Johannesburg, South Africa, where the majority of policing is done by robots. Now, there's a man called Dion Wilson. He makes these robots for a manufacturing company, and he decides, you know what, I have a new idea. I'd like to make an AI robot, or an artificial intelligent robot. Unfortunately, the company doesn't like this idea and shoots Dion down. So it forces him to try to redo his research off the company property. But when he takes the research off the company property, he runs into some gangbangers who find the robot, name it Chappie, and tell him if he wants to live, he's going to leave the robot with them. Now this is where the movie gets really weird. The gangbangers start teaching Chappie the robot how to be a gangbanger. And of course he commits various crimes and starts to think of the gangbangers as his family. Now I do want to say the ending of the movie is completely weird. I'm not going to ruin it for you, but I'm going to tell you that I'm a sci-fi nut, and man, when I saw it I was like, that is strange. Now the movie is very violent, with Chappie going around killing people for his new gangbanger family. There's like gunfights and battles and killing and dying, about the average you'd expect for a movie like this. Also, I want to tell you that there's some swearing in the movie. They say the F word 40 times, they say the S word 20 times, and they say a reference to the female dog a few times. They also use Jesus and God's name about 10 times, and I just want to say that's very offensive since I'm a Christian. I don't really like this, Hollywood. I really wish you would stop. Jesus died so that all of us can be saved, so please, let's respect his name. Now, as for sexual content, I just want to say that they have pictures depicting sex on the walls of the movie and on the gangbangers' clothing. Also, the character Yolanda wears really tight-fitting tops and tight-fitting shorts, Daisy Duke shorts to be exact, and that goes on through the entire movie. And when I say the entire movie, I mean 80 to 90% of the movie, she's wearing this type of clothing. So if that offends you, or you have some kids and you don't want them to see that, this is not the movie for you. Now the special effects in this movie are really well done. If you're looking for a visually stimulating movie, this movie is for you. There's lots of cool robots, and gunfights, and CGI, and the story isn't bad either. The robot Chappie forms a bond with the gangbangers, making it for a heartfelt movie. But I do have to warn you of the weird ending, which I won't tell you about. It is weird. If you'd like to know more about this movie, Chappie, and more in-depth review, or other movies, you can go to the Plugged In website. It's coming up on the screen. It's www.pluggedin.ca. You can find out about Chappie, get a more in-depth review, see if it's right for your family, or find out about other movies that I haven't done a review on. That's www.pluggedin.ca. Now, I plan on doing more reviews in the future, so stay tuned and look for that. I like to do action and sci-fi films, so it'll probably be mostly those type of films. You never know, I might slip the odd romance in there, but ladies, I'm sorry, I probably won't be doing a review on Cinderella anytime soon. Now, the movie of the year is coming out. The movie I want to see, Jurassic Park 4, is coming out on June 13th, and I'm excited. I'm probably going to do a review on that one, so stay tuned for that. Now, I have some film buddies. They might want to join me on the show. If you do, by all means, drop me a line on Facebook. Let me know. I just want you to keep in mind that we want to make sure that we get the review out before the movie leaves the circuit. So you want to catch a movie that's just recently come out. Now, also, I just want to remember that movie review, we don't tell you whether we like the movie or not. It's to give you a basis of what the movie's about so that you can decide, the audience can decide, whether they should go to the movie or take their children. Let's try to keep that in mind. And until next time, I'll see you later, Chappies. I'm Scott Coolidge for Movie Review.